How sorry are you for your crime?
Very.
Pardon?
Very sorry, sir.
Do you consider yourself to be capable of committing the same crime again?
No, I'm not.
You've proven you have the potential.
Have you been involved in any violent acts since your imprisonment?
No.
Well, I can name at least 2 occasions. You were involved in a riot during which a psychologist was killed. And, according to the medical record, you were treated for a black eye.
I didn't start anything. I mean, none of it was my fault. I'm not lying. Really, I've been trying to stay out of trouble.
Didn't it go to him? Look, you can never tell with these things, love. Just wait and see what they've got to say.
It's awful, B. I really blew it. They're never going to give me my parole.
Oh,
Never. I know I'm probably being stupid, but you should have heard the way they were carrying on.
Well, what did they say?
Well, it wasn't so much what they said, it was more the way they looked at me.
Yeah, like you were dirt, right?
Right.
Yeah.
As if the first thing I was going to do when I got out of here would be to commit another crime.
Is that what you're going to do when you get out, Molly?
Nah, not worth the effort. Unless she wants to have a go at the bitch she was having over for her old man.
I don't want revenge, I just want to get out of here.
Of course you do, love.
It was as if I wasn't even a member of the human race. And
Yeah, they were just trying to give you a hard time to make themselves feel big.
Still, I don't think you've got anything to worry about, honestly.
No, and that means we got to organise a party.
Hey, good one, Lizzie. Better make it soon, too.
Oh, don't jump the gun.
No, listen, paroles come through so fast sometimes you haven't got time to pack, let alone say goodbye to your friends.
Yeah, so we better plan it right away.
Yeah, unless you're in too much of a hurry.
It would be nice to say thanks for having me.
You might even miss us.
Like a hole in my head.
Yeah, I can't go without some sort of goodbye.
Okay, then. Well, when'll it be? Molly?
I reckon we can hold off a while.
What do you mean?
Remember that time I went for parole? Took them months to make up their mind.
What do you want to say that for?
Look, don't worry, Karen. She's just stirring.
That's right. Anyway, Karen's a good girl, not like you.
Yeah? Well, just remember, the parole board took a month to decide, and then they told me I didn't get it.
But what do you want to say that for? She was just starting to cheer up.
Yeah? You gotta face facts. Nothing good ever happens in here except by accident. And the parole board want to see it stays that way.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. Forget the party.
You bloody drongo.
Oh, shut up.
You're a twisted and bitter old woman.
Yeah, and what's up with you?
I was just thinking about my parole.
Oh, I see. Can't wait to cop that kid of yours, I suppose.
I'm going to straighten her out. I'm going to get her back to the family.
She'd be better off in here.
Yeah? Yeah, well, nothing would be worse than living with a bloody social worker.
Once upon a dream, I thought I'd love you. Only time will tell if I'm right or wrong.
Leanne. Oh, what do you want to do that for? It's me.
Now, you listen to me. I have told you about smoking. Now, we have had this out before, haven't we?
What?
I have warned you about making a mess. And the rest.
What's up?
Need you ask?
Well, at least it's better than last time.
Oh, no thanks to Leanne.
Leanne, have you been giving Meg a hard time again?
Just cleaning up, that's all.
Now, let's get this straight. You promised to behave and try and find a job, right?
I might have solved that problem.
Really?
Yes, I think I found you a job. Well, aren't you going to ask what it is?
Yeah, right. What is it?
At the supermarket just down the road.
Stacking boxes.
Oh, no, perhaps they've offered you the manager's position.
No, it's better than that.
Better than being boss?
They want a junior cashier.
What's that?
You work the till.
Great. When do I start?
Hang on, you haven't got the job yet. You have to go for an interview tomorrow.
Oh, I was going to go and see Denny tomorrow.
Fine. And you'll find your bags on the doorstep when you get back.
All right.
Leanne, why don't you go and dig out some clothes for the interview?
Yeah, sure.
You could try and be a little more encouraging.
Well, I wouldn't want to build up our hopes, would I? I mean, Leanne at the till.
Oh, Meg.
Oh, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Any news about Karen's parole?
No, not yet. But she shouldn't have any problems.
Well, I hope you're right. More for your sake than for hers.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it'd be nice to back a winner occasionally, wouldn't it?
Got a fag, love? You're not still upset. Don't take no notice of Monty. She's just jealous.
She's right.
No. You'll be out of here before you can say Jack Robinson. Don't take it so hard.
Oh, Lizzie, another month. It's the waiting that's the worst part.
Just think what you're going to do when you get out of here. A young thing like you'll have lots of fun.
Like what?
Oh, you know what I'd do if I got out? First thing, I'd get rotten drunk.
Staying with a friend of my mother's, Lizzie.
Yeah. Well, at least you've got someone to go to. If I got out, I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, you must have some friends.
No one. My last brother's dead, God rot his soul. Anyway, I'm too old. I've been in here too long. I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, come on, love. You've got the rest of your life ahead of you. What was that thing you've been talking about, that house of ill repute?
The halfway house.
Yeah. Well, you were really keen on that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's still not a reality, Lizzie. Nothing's settled yet.
Well, when it is, I'll be in it.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, I'd have to case the joint out a bit. Do they let you drink?
As long as you don't get rotten drunk.
Well, I'll be in it. I wouldn't like any toffee noses trying to teach me the error of my ways.
It'll be run by ex-prisoners, Lizzie. People like you and me.
Smith, Wordsworth, move it.
Mrs. Smith to you. Oh, it is good to see a man's face first thing in the morning.
Yeah, almost as good as waking up with one.
Well, how about it, Fletch?
Any more of that out of you, Smith?
Yeah, I know. You'll send me for a session with Peter to get out of my system.
You suggested it.
Come on, Ferguson.
Oh, leave me bloody alone, will you?
Ferguson.
I'm sick.
It's a pity.
I want to see a doctor.
It's a pity about that, too.
What do you mean? I've got rights?
You got a very short memory, Ferguson. There is no doctor anymore. Yeah, and even if there was, you wouldn't let her see him, would you? Get out of here, Smith. You wouldn't give her the smell of an oil rag. And I think we nearly got rid of you. One shove and splat.
Having trouble, Miss Bennett?
You could have done the world a favour.
Haven't you got anything better to wear than that?
What's the matter with this?
Well, you could at least wear a bra.
I haven't got one.
Look, I don't mind, but the manager...
I'm not going.
Take this. Maybe it'll brighten it up a bit. Here you go.
For capes?
No, only for today. Anyway, it's Meg's. There you are.
Ready when you are.
Come on. Oh, and remember what I told you. Be polite, sit up straight, and don't smoke.
You've told me 1,000,000 times already. Oh, this job better be worth it.
Oh, sorry.
Did you watch what...
I'm sorry.
It's my fault.
I take it you've dealt with Monica Ferguson.
I'm very well aware of my duties, Mr. Fletcher.
I wasn't implying that you weren't.
These women haven't a clue. One headache and they imagine they're on death's door.
Yeah, what do you expect after the way Greg Miller's mollycoddled them?
Well, at least there won't be any more of that. The nurse knows what she's about. She gave Ferguson short shrift.
Are you all right, Miss Bennett?
Yes, why?
Well, it's just that you seem a bit preoccupied.
My health is no concern of yours. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
What's the trouble, then?
You heard what Smith said this morning.
Well, you can't expect them to love you. Not love any of us, not if we do our job properly.
Well, it's a pity we don't get any credit or backup for it.
Well, you do from me.
Really?
Did you punish Smith?
Well, what could I do? I couldn't put her into solitary just for talking. Come on, don't let him get at you.
Hi.
Running late?
I had to drop Leanne at the supermarket. Can I do something for you?
I'm sorry about what I said last night.
Oh, that's okay, Meg. Look, I know Leanne's a handful, but maybe when she gets this job, she'll...
If?
Doreen Anderson. She'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, so soon. It's only been 4 weeks, hasn't it?
Yes, well, the hospital thinks that she's okay. And anyway, they need the beds.
Oh, is she really better?
Sane, you mean?
Well, whatever sane might mean.
Doreen wasn't really crazy. She just couldn't cope. And that Clemens Shamil pushed her over the edge.
Peter Clemens. Did you read his thesis?
Only the juicy bits.
If we're to believe what he says, we're all crazy. Officers especially.
Oh, I don't think he was saying that.
No?
No, he was simply examining the fact why certain sorts of people choose to work in a prison.
Well, that would include you, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't think he was referring to social workers.
But you must have your reasons, just like the rest of us.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway, he was pretty spot on about Vera. A socio-sexual neurotic fulfilling frustrated needs.
Look, he said similar things about the rest of us, me included.
Oh, he had to put his knife into someone's. Just a pity he didn't restrict it to Vera.
Look, why pick on her?
Oh, come on, Meg. Vera's nothing but a sadistic little Hitler.
Now, that's a bit strong. I know Vera's pretty tough on the women, but in many ways I do understand her.
You can't be serious.
Look, I'm beginning to think we're all a bit like Vera. Trying to cope in a system with practically no facilities. No wonder people think we're neurotic.
What you bludgeon for? Plenty of work for everyone. And look who's talking. No point in me starting nothing. I'm going to be transferred to the workshop at any minute now.
What for?
Waiting for my parole.
Keeping you away from the disruptive elements, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I can't see anything happening here that's going to make any difference.
Except poor old Monty dropping dead. I reckon it's a disgrace making her work. She's not a well woman.
I'm not going to drop dead, bird brain.
Well, I was only trying to sympathise.
I'll be all right.
Good thing it's nothing serious, and then you really would have needed a doctor like me.
More likely to die of boredom in this dump.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be the doc's fault.
The doc? He couldn't wait to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with types like you hanging around.
I never asked him for nothing. It's types like Mrs. Jackson made him leave. They were having it off, weren't they? And when News Lot found out, Jackson couldn't stand it, so she made him quit.
That's not the reason.
No? You know something we don't?
Oh, forget it.
Oh, temper.
Nolene's got one good idea, and that's to get away from you lot when I'm bitching.
Now, come off it, love. We're only worried about getting proper medical care.
Yeah. Nothing personal, love. Anyway, you're going to help us when you get outside, aren't you?
I think so.
Yeah, you and your mates get together and have a demo. Put more doctors inside.
If I ever get out.
Oh, you get out, it won't be long now, love.
Oh, no longer than 2 months anyway.
Shut up, Monty.
Well, look who's here, Pollyanna.
Get to work, Ferguson. The nurse said you're fit enough.
Yeah, but fit enough for what, Miss Bennett? You want to watch it. Monica could get her health and strength back any minute, and she might just decide that you might need a little shove. Splat.
Yeah. And then maybe Mr. Fletcher won't be there to help you next time.
Watch it, Birdsworth.
Not a bad-looking sort, is he, Miss Bennett?
Yeah, I got my own ideas about you and Fletch, Miss Bennett.
I'm not interested in your theories, Smith.
Oh, now, come on. It's a well-known scientific fact that all women fall in love with their rescuers.
Travers? Don't just stand there staring. Go and pack.
You mean... you...
I'll get it
Now?
on.
Oh, good on you, love.
We didn't have time to have a party. Never mind. I'll see you on the outside.
24 hours. 24 flaming hours.
You didn't even say goodbye. You're bitter and twisted. Bitter and twisted.
Well, there goes one that won't be coming back.
Don't leave nothing.
What do you want?
My room too, you know.
Yeah.
Bitch of a place, isn't it? Well, you're sweet now.
You got something to say? Say it.
I was just thinking. Reckon you'll have a good time now you're out?
If I believe everything you say, no.
You should thank me. I told you like it is.
Okay? It's your room. Enjoy it after I've gone.
I'm not going to be here much longer neither. And when I get out, things are going to be different.
Nolene, I hope everything works out okay for you.
Thanks. You're not such a bad kid. Just don't get yourself in any more trouble, eh?
What are you doing in here, Burke?
No, I was just teaching Karen a few dance steps.
Get to the laundry before I report you.
Yes, Miss Bennett. We'll miss you. Her, not you.
Well, get a move on, Travers. I haven't got all day. Oh, lift your feet. I thought you'd be in a hurry to get out of here. This is just the beginning and not the end.
What?
You ever wondered why so many of the women come back?
Got a pretty good idea.
Yes, as a university student, maybe you think you know better than anyone else.
Maybe I do, Miss Bennett.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you? Well, there'll be a few surprises in store for you.
I can't believe it.
What?
I'll never see this corridor again.
That's what they all say, but they come back. And don't think that you're any different from anyone else in here, Travers.
Are you any different?
Yes, Travers. I'm not a criminal.
You're still inside.
Mrs. Travers' papers, Miss Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher.
Sign here for your personal belongings, please.
I had more than $30 in my purse when I came in here.
It says here you had exactly $30.27.
But I still
Are
think
you
I had...
implying there's some irregularity, Travers? You know, it's an offence to forcibly accuse a prison officer.
Do you wish to make a complaint?
Oh, I don't want to stay in here a minute longer than I have to.
Your wages? $172.50. Signed there, thank you.
Now, fingerprints.
Why?
Routine. It's a lot of money, Travers. I'm surprised you weren't so much. Didn't you spend any? Or could it be that someone was paying for your favours?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not unheard of in prisons.
You'd know, Miss Bennett.
Do you want to make a statement, Mr. Travers?
No, Mr. Fletcher, nothing official.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I'd like to say goodbye.
Who to?
Well, to the other women.
You'll get a chance to see your friends again when you come back.
Well, could I say goodbye to Mrs. Davidson before I go?
Pity about that. She's not here.
Thought you were in a hurry.
What happens now?
You're free to go.
I'll escort you to the gates.
Good night, Miss Bennett.
Good night, Mr. Fletcher.
Karen Travers, to be released.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry I'm late. How'd it go?
What?
The release.
Oh, very strange. They almost kicked me out. No goodbyes, nothing.
Well, you're out now. That's the most important thing.
Hop in.
At least you're better off than most of the women in there.
That's not what you said before.
What? Oh, with the parole board. Well, I was trying not to build your hopes up too high.
Well, now that I'm out of here,
What? You've got somewhere to go.
Madge witness.
Look, I know it's not perfect, but at least it's somewhere. And you're well established at university. You shouldn't have any problems.
That's not what you said a couple of days ago.
Listen, to get through that parole board, you have to be...
Meek, humble.
That's right. Well, now you're out. You've got the whole world at your feet.
Oh, do you think so?
Sure I do.
So quiet in here I can hear myself think.
Need to be quiet for that. I'll raise you 3. I'm out. Another game?
No, anything to pass the time.
She's gone.
Oh, of course she's gone, dingbat. Now, how did you find that out?
Mr. Fletcher told me.
I could have told you that.
They've had time to say a proper goodbye.
She did to me.
Since when are you so interested in her? What did she ever do for you?
What'd she ever do for any of us?
It's wrong to speak ill of the dead.
Oh, good, Lizzie, she's not dead, just departed.
Easy come, easy go.
What have you got against her?
Anyway, she's going to get us another doctor on the outside.
Promises, promises.
And a halfway house. She's going to make an honest woman out of me.
Last week you were trying to get yourself convicted of murder so you could stay on the inside.
A person can change. Anyway, I've got to think about my future.
If you don't get your ticker in a twist first. Shut up, Burke.
Make me.
I thought you were on your best behaviour for your parole.
Yeah, look, she might even get so nice I'll take her at the halfway house. I can just see it. 2 old has-beens together.
I got better places to go.
Oh, moving in with Vernon and your kid, are you?
Oh, don't hit me. Oh, protect me. Oh, help. You just shut your big fat mouth about Leanne. She won't be staying with that bitch much longer.
Well, of course, you're a mother, but I reckon there's one thing you haven't thought of.
Oh, yeah, what?
Maybe Leanne don't want to come back to you.
That scarf. What of it? It's mine. She didn't give it to me. She had no right to.
It's only to wear to the interview.
How'd it go?
The job!
Oh, it's cool.
Well, aren't you pleased?
She got the job. That's great. That's really great.
What?
The job.
Oh, yeah. I knew you'd get it. The manager's nice, isn't he? Suppose.
You must have made a good impression on him.
Yeah, he kept perving on me tits. Reckon that's how I got the job.
When you start?
Tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it?
I hope so. How did Karen's release go?
Oh, they wouldn't let us say goodbye to any of the other women.
Ah. Vera on duty.
Told you so, little Hitler.
How was Karen coping?
She seemed fine. After all the groundwork I put in, she should be.
I see. Another feather in your cap?
The important thing is how Karen's going to get on.
I agree.
You seem to have your doubts about it.
Well, you know it's not easy to adjust.
Yes, but Karen will.
I get up every morning at 7 o'clock on the dot, and I expect you to do the same, right? No lolling about and lying in. Early to bed, early to rise. And then, as far as the housework goes, well, I'll expect you to do your share, of course. Well, many hands make light work, you know. But since you aren't doing any special work at the moment, well, I thought it might be a nice idea and a good gesture if you did a little bit extra. Spring cleaning, you know, that sort of thing.
But I still have to attend lectures.
Oh, yes, I know, my dear, but that isn't really work, is it? I have to manage the boutique, you know.
Oh, yes, of course.
And then, as far as the bathroom goes, well, I don't know what you're used to, but I have a cast-iron rule about the bathroom. Leave it as you find it, that's what I say. It isn't very nice, is it, to come home and find a lot of dripping undies on the shower curtain?
No.
As you sow, so shall you reap, that's what I say. You're very quiet, my dear. Not at all the bubbly little Karen we used to know.
Well, I'm sorry. It's just that everything's so different.
Yes, well, you'll soon settle in. You're an intelligent girl.
Yes.
There's a little, rather nice little church down the road. That's where I go. Every Sunday. Did you go to church when you were in, you know? Oh, Karen, I hope you haven't lost the faith.
My faith?
I think it would be a very good idea if we both went to church together, don't you? We'll try it next Sunday. You must have a lot of praying to do, my dear. You've sinned indeed in the eyes of God, you know, and you'll have to try and make it up to him for your crime. It's not going to be easy. But if you're truly sorry, then...
Yes.
Yes. Well, I think it's about time we started thinking of dinner, isn't it? I believe in regular habits, you know. I always eat at 7, on the dot.
Isn't that a little late?
What do you mean, late?
Well, on the inside, we always ate at 5:30.
But you're not on the inside now, are you, dear?
No, of course not.
Well,
I think I'll go and unpack. There aren't any bars.
Of course there aren't.
No, of course not.
You're going to have to learn how to live like a member of the human race again, aren't you? Now, what do you want for dinner? Do you want some casserole or a couple of chops? Is it so difficult to make your choice?
Whatever you like.
All right.
It's nearly 8:30. It's a good idea to be on time on your first day. Leanne?
Just fooling around.
You could have ironed that skirt.
Wouldn't be bothered anyway. He's only interested in me tits.
You're not going to get very far with that sort of attitude.
Got me the job, didn't it?
Yes, well, now you've got to keep the job, remember?
Sorry. Tell me what I got to do again.
Oh, be pleasant. Smile at the customers. And remember, to give them back the right change. Now, for example, if somebody gives you $10 and the article's worth $7.50, how much do you give back?
$2 change.
$2.50.
Sorry. What about me tip?
Oh.
Only joking. What else do I have to do?
Remember that the customer is always right.
Yeah, he told me that.
He?
Mr. Big?
The manager. I don't think he'd like to hear you calling him Mr. Big.
The manager. Anything else?
Be polite, okay?
You ready?
Come on.
Your name is Doreen May Anderson, is that correct? Your name is Doreen May Anderson.
Doreen.
Now, I want you to sign here. No. Sign it.
Teddy.
At least she remembers something. Fingerprints. She's assigned to share with Lizzie Birdsworth.
Good morning, Doreen. Take her to her cell.
I thought you said she was cured.
She was discharged.
You only have to take one look at her. She's like a zombie.
They've had her on sedatives. She'll be all right in a few hours.
Well, I hope you're right. Because if she isn't, there's no one to look after her.
That wasn't breakfast, that was pig swill.
Oh, is that why you eat it?
Oh, gotta eat something. I gotta keep up my strength. Oh.
Oh. Now, come on, Lizzie, cut that out. That's not funny anymore.
No. I reckon this is gonna be the real big one.
Yeah? We'll save it to impress the new doc when he arrives.
We're getting a new doctor. When?
When pigs fly, that's when.
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Probably heartburn.
Oh. Oh, God. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy... Oh, I forget.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth.
God! You did give me a turn. Oh! You're back!
As we forgive
Doreen!
those who trespass against us.
Oh, knock it off, door. It's me. It's Lizzie. It's your old Liz.
Lizzie.
That's right, love.
Hey, Lizzie, you dead or what? Doreen! What?
She's crazy. She's saying the Lord's Prayer and everything.
Hey, come on, Doreen. Love saved that for the screws. No need to act crazy with us.
Oh, I don't think she's kidding, Bea. Doreen?
She's been drugged.
Bea? Lizzie, why aren't you in the laundry?
Well, Mrs. Jackson, just in time. I was just about to come looking for you.
What is wrong with Doreen, Mrs. Jackson?
No need to ask that, is there? She's been drugged, hasn't she?
Look, you're not going to help Doreen by carrying on like that.
Well, if she's been drugged, well, someone will have to look after her properly, won't they?
She's just been given a sedative, Lizzie. It'll wear off soon.
Yeah? And what then?
What do you suggest I should do? I can hardly send Doreen back to hospital.
Yes, I know.
How is she now?
Oh, much the same. But she's not our immediate problem.
Oh, Bea Smith.
Well, of course. Well, you know how she feels about drugs.
They were prescribed.
Oh, I don't think that matters to Bea. Well, just exactly what medication is Doreen taking?
Chlorpromazine. It reduces aggression and induces a state of calm.
Which wears off.
Well, it has to eventually.
Well, that's what the women are worried about. They feel that Doreen should be under some sort of medical supervision.
We are unlikely to get a replacement for Dr. Miller in less than a couple of months.
Couple of months?
So there's very little I can do about it, is there? Short of locking Doreen up.
Oh, which would achieve nothing.
Well, it very rarely does. It's just a convenient way of keeping the women out of our hair. I sometimes wonder if that's all we are here. Jailers of people with whom society cannot cope.
Well, there are visiting psychiatrists.
Yes, there are. But you might as well ask for the moon. We can't even get a plain old GP.
Oh, well, I better be signing off.
Yes. You look as if you could do with a good night's rest.
I know.
See you in the morning.
Finished for the day?
None too soon, either. Well, anything you want?
Are you going straight home?
Yes.
I wondered if you could pick me up a few things. I do it myself, but I'm working late. Monica Ferguson's parole.
Well, what do you want?
Oh, some pickles and some ice cream.
Pickles? Ice cream? You're not pregnant, are you? I know. You want me to get the pickles and the ice cream at the supermarket.
Right.
And look in on Leanne.
Oh, honestly, Meg, I'd do it myself, but I can't. And if we show a little encouragement, you know, make her feel that we're interested in her, then maybe...
Oh, frankly, I am sick of the sight of the girl.
Just this once.
Oh, all right. It's on my way home anyway.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Hope she does. Okay, Lizzie. House is not a sheep.
No. And why bloody not? Union regulations.
Oh, now, come on. We haven't got any union or any regulations.
I ain't gonna work with only 4.
Well, we'll have 5 here soon. Monty'll be back.
Where is she?
She's gone to see Vernon about her parole.
Now, come on. I ain't gonna work with less than 7.
Pass me a sheet. I'm working by myself. Anyway, they'll probably be sending Doreen back here.
Oh, she ain't fit to work.
She ain't fit for anything. Well, speak of the devil.
Oh, hello, love. It's nice to have you back.
What?
All right. Now, be careful. What do you think she's doing in here? She's such a nuisance in this state.
Come over here and help me fold some sheets, eh?
Oh, at least it's got Lizzie working.
Well, take that in that hand. And then I'll take this end. You right?
Get her away from that machine, Lizzie. She'll... Now, come on, get away. You'll hurt yourself. Be careful.
Oh, it's all right, love. Come on. We'll fold the sheets.
No, she won't. Now, what do you think she's doing in here like this?
Orders. She'll do herself a mischief.
Yeah, I suppose it's the governor's orders to have her run a needle through her finger, too, is it?
Why can't she just work in the garden?
The laundry's short-staffed.
Then bring Burke back here.
Orders.
Oh. Take her to the governor and tell her to put her in the garden. Now, have you got that right? Garden.
I'll do what I can, Doreen.
She's not a well person.
You can say that again. Now, you get back to work.
What's wrong?
Leanne? Are you going to tell her all mine?
Tell me what? For heaven's sakes, what's happened?
She's been sacked.
What? Why?
Bad language, insulting the customers, insulting the manager.
Oh, Leanne.
It wasn't my fault.
No, you should have heard what she said to that woman.
She started it.
What did she say?
She said the customers were always right. She thought she was better than me.
Oh, she could have been right.
What did the manager say?
Oh, it's more what Leanne said to the manager.
Tell me.
She said he could stick
his job.
That's enough.
Oh. Why?
I think she did it on purpose.
Did you?
They treated me like dirt.
No wonder the way you behaved.
I don't care anyway.
No, I'm sure you don't. Well, that's the finish. That's the finish as far as I'm concerned.
Meg, can't you give her another chance?
I'm sick of giving her chances. She abuses them just like she abuses you.
She's got nowhere to go if we kick her out.
Well, that's not my problem.
You said you'd give her 2 more weeks.
What?
You said you'd give her 2 more weeks. The time's not up yet.
Please, Mrs. Jackson, I'm sorry. Let me stay for a few more days. I'll get another job. Please.
Go to your room.
Well?
Oh, all right. But if things haven't changed in 2 weeks, out she goes.
You won't be sorry.
I'm sure I will be.
Good morning, Miss Phillip. Good morning, Doreen.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Great. How about you?
I'm well, thank you.
Thanks for letting me work in the garden. I like the fresh air. Ta-da.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
G'day.
That was my last 20 cents.
Oh, sorry.
You got any bucks? I thought you had a job or something.
They give you the big A.
Eh? They didn't give you any money.
No, didn't give me nothing.
Last 20 cents.
I said I was sorry.
Yeah, never mind. I got a better idea. Why don't we cruise over to your place and have a bit of the old...
Can't.
And what do you mean?
Can't we go to your joint?
What's wrong with yours?
Screwed. She reckons I've got to behave myself and get out.
She won't know, will she?
Of course, I wouldn't mind getting kicked out if I had somewhere to go.
Yeah?
Well, I could stay with you.
Oh, no. No way.
Oh, come on, what am I going to do? She says I've got to get a job.
You've got a family you can go back to, haven't you? Hey, maybe I know something.
I'm not working in a shop again.
This job's a service station, not a flaming shop.
Where?
Oh, out of town. Not too far. I reckon it might be just what you're looking for.
Pussy. Look what I done.
God!
What on earth? What is it?
She stuck the gardening fork through her foot.
You'd better take her to the hospital.
But the nurse isn't here today, Mrs. Davison.
You can still take her to the hospital, can't you? I'll ring Mr. Fletcher.
Are you sure this is the right place?
Of course I'm sure.
It's a long way from town.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
G'day. What can I do for you?
What, they make you do all the work yourself, eh?
Oh, it's a bit hard to get people to work out here, so far from town. Say, couldn't interest you in a job, could I?
Oh, well, thanks anyway, mate. But it's me chick here who's after a job.
Yeah, mister. I was...
Hey, what the... Say another word and I'll bash your brains out, mate. Okay? Just do as I say and you'll be as safe as houses. Let's go.
Hurry up, come on.
All right.